Blackhawks. Today is Friday, August 18th, 2023. The weekend is finally here.
The weather for today is sunny with a high of 79 and a low of 58. Perfect evening for some football.
The lunch menu today is pepperoni pizza or cheesy breadsticks with a side of carrots or corn.
Varsity football plays at home tonight against Eastern Green with a kickoff at 7 p.m. Springs Valley has a busy weekend of sports. Varsity football plays Saturday at Wood Memorial at 12 p.m. Cross country runs Saturday at the Bloomfield Invitational Junior High. Cross country will also run. Good luck to all of our teams.
On to the high school.
Good morning, Springs Valley. Today is August 18th. Happy National Fajita Day. Now we're to Matthew and Graydon for our main announcements.
The theme for tonight's football game against Eastern Green will be USA. Come cheer on the Blackhawks.
FCCLA sign-ups are going on now. Former students of Mrs. Cruz can check their emails for the sign-up form. Current students can find this form in Google Classroom. Sign-ups will close on Monday, August 21st. See Mrs. Cruz in room 115 for details.
There will be a meeting for all girls, grades 6 through 12, wanting to play softball this season. The meeting will be today, during each lunch period in room 209. Talk to Coach Stevens for more information.
And now for lunch.
For lunch today, we will be having a chicken sandwich or a barbecue chicken flatbread.
And for lunch on Monday, we will be having chicken tenders with a roll or barbecue riblet on a bun.
Now over to Kaylee for sports.
On Tuesday night, girls golf placed second against Paoli, Brownstown, and Eastern Pekin. Last night, the volleyball girls defeated Christian Academy in all three sets. High school cross country placed third at Forest Park. Grant Brown finished second overall. Tomorrow, varsity girls golf has a meet at Jasper, junior high and high school cross country have a meet at Bloomfield, and varsity volleyball has a game at Wood Memorial. Good luck. Now over to Caden for trivia.
Now for today's trivia question. Today's trivia question is, spot the difference.
On this day in history, in 1945, Indonesia declared for independence.
This year we have had many devastating tornadoes touch down in southern Indiana. Monday morning on August 7th, there were two tornadoes in Paoli, one reaching 100 miles per hour, the other reaching 85 miles per hour. There was another one in Hayesville going at 97 miles per hour, and one in Salem going at 97 miles per hour. This year, the statewide tornado count is at 50 to 51 confirmed with these additional tornadoes. This count has gone up from the previous years. For a good example, last year in 2022, there was only 15 in total count. From 1991 to 2022, there was an average of 25 tornadoes per year. The most tornadoes ever recorded was 72 back in 2011. Thankfully, no serious injuries were reported, but damage to power lines and downed trees caused schools at SVHS to be closed Monday and Tuesday. Many victims have suffered severe damages to their properties and are in need of help. Many families were left without power for many days. Today with me I have one of the lucky survivors with me who was actually caught in the middle of the storm in their car. Here talking now is Jolene Cruz.
So we live about 4.5 miles out of town, out 145, and had just laid down to sleep. Mr. Cruz woke up, swore he heard the sirens in town, which is, I didn't believe him, and told him to go back to sleep. But then we all got the alert, so he was right. And then we had about 10 minutes to get to shelter, according to the alert that we received. And so our strategy always in severe weather is to go to my parents' house, which is just up the road. So we loaded everybody in the car and our little dog in the car and drove less than a quarter of a mile to my parents' house. But as we turned to go up their hill, the wind actually pushed our car and kept us from going up the hill. So we had in our panicked mind the idea to go ahead to school and seek shelter somewhere in the on property. So we kept going, turned on 145 to come to town, and the wind was like wild. It was blowing limbs, leaves. You could see the wind and the rain, and we thought for sure we just drove into a tornado. Like in the moment, that's what we were thinking. So we ended up turning around and trying to make our way back to my parents' house, which we did safely. You know, we got there fine. And that's when we got up there, everybody's power was out, and it was the worst of it was pretty well over. So that was essentially what our experience was. Someone asked me or said, well, I wish you would have recorded, you know, what we saw like as it was happening, but the recording would have been probably the ceiling of our car and me screaming. That's all it would have been, because I was waiting for our car to flip over. It was pretty freaky.
What did it feel like inside of the vehicle? Like, were you getting hit by things?
It was small, like, I mean, it wasn't we weren't getting hit by anything that was causing damage to the vehicle. So they were leaves and like twigs, you know, hitting in the rain sounded crazy. But what did it feel like in the car?
Yeah.
Like it felt like we didn't have much control because we couldn't really see anything. Mr. Cruz was driving, so he was taught how to drive in Puerto Rico, and if you can drive in Puerto Rico, I guess you can drive in a tornado, apparently, even though I don't think we were in the tornado, but he did a really good job. But it was scary because it was really unpredictable. Yeah.
All right, so last question. Do you have any advice for anyone else who might find themselves in the same situation in the future?
Like trying to, like in a car?
Yeah, or like just whenever you hear sirens or...
Just definitely have a plan. Make sure everybody knows what that plan is, and follow it. For sure, follow that plan. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your time talking with me about your experience. West Baden resident Kelsey Kendall is currently gathering donations for individuals affected by the tornado. She can be reached through Facebook. If you have any ideas for some news segments, please shoot an email to me.
Have a good day, Springs Valley.